Alright, got a few more pickups for you today, nothing too major. I will start off with the console first. TG Apple AS gave me a link to a guy who does like console mods and stuff, and I was really thinking about doing that for this particular system. But then at the last minute, I decided that I just wanted the Japanese console, so I went ahead and got a Japanese PlayStation. And yes, the colors on that are dreadful, and the box isn't in the best condition, but it works. Everything was included, and what's really awesome is that it came with the original controller, which, I know it's not useful for every game. You can't even play Ape Escape with this, but when I originally got the PlayStation, this is the controller that it came with, and I'm glad to have one of these again. It's basically a Super Nintendo controller with extra buttons and handles. So there was that. I'm very, very happy with that. I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII a little bit. I got past the fire cave. I noticed one difference with that is when you defeat the Guardian Force in there, in the American version, the timer, it stops right there. But in the Japanese version, you still have to haul ass and get out of there before the timer, counts down to 0 and you fail the test. So that was a little bit different. I'm sure there'll be more differences as I go along. Alright, and then I also ordered a CD, and these were both Amazon purchases, and I didn't realize that Amazon was going to be packaging them together, and I didn't even know the CD was in there until the next day when I went to break down the box, and then I look, and it's Secret Chiefs 3, Book M, and I have no idea what kind of music I would classify this as. I will probably post a couple of links down below so you can check them out. It is a very, very unique band, very awesome. This is a fantastic CD. Definitely not for everybody, but it's worth checking out. Okay, and then we have some Amazon/eBay purchases here. First off, I got Kirby's Adventure for the NES, and I am a bit of a Kirby noob. My first game I played, I rented the Wii collection, whatever it was called, last summer, and I played through one of the games, and it was really awesome. And then I went ahead and decided to get this year, and got it a few days ago. I've already played through it and beaten it, and it is a fantastic game. Actually, one of my favorites on the NES. It is a little dirty up here. I've got to clean that up. But yeah, I really love this. The controls take a little getting used to for me, with the whole floating mechanic and the, eating enemies and using their powers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some more of this, even though I've already beaten it. Okay, and then next up, we have Need for Speed 2. And, compared to the game that came before and after it, Need for Speed 1 and 3, this one isn't really that great. However, this does have some really awesome cheat codes. One of my favorite things to do in this game is to do this engine power-up thing and then become an army truck and then go to this particular track and just run into school buses. I guess it's kind of like Burnout in a way, but this was way before Burnout. Okay, and then I got an RPG. I played this one 2-3 years ago, and it was fantastic. I actually played it on PSN. I think it was one of the first RPGs that was actually available through the PS1 Classics. And that is Wild Arms. Very happy to have this. Case is a little cracked here and there, but otherwise, it's complete good condition. I would like to do a review on this someday. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, though, because I just have a lot on my plate right now and a lot of reviews planned, so we'll get to it someday. Okay, and then these next 3 items, or 4 actually, the Square Enix was having a sale on their site. A lot of games were 50% off, and these were all, brand new factory sealed games, and so I found a few that I wanted, went ahead and ordered them, did the priority shipping, which was only like $1 more than the standard. It did, take like a week and a half, but very happy to have this stuff. I got Final Fantasy III for the DS, and I've said in the past this is probably one of the weakest entries in the series. In fact, it may be the weakest in the main series. But I still really love it, even though the job system is really flawed in this one. I do like this game. It's just one that I'd have a hard time recommending to people because it does have obvious flaws. I do like the challenge in the game. It's very, very challenging. In fact, it's probably the most difficult game in the series that I've beaten. So, there's that one. Next up, I got Final Fantasy Chronicles for PlayStation 1, the greatest hits version. I know some of you are freaking out because you saw the green label. Oh no. But yeah, anyways, greatest hits. You know, it doesn't bother me one bit. I'm just happy to have the game. The version of Chrono Trigger I probably won't play because I tried going through it, 5-6 years ago, and the load times were such an issue. I just couldn't deal with it. I will play Final Fantasy IV though because I do like that version. It's very, very challenging. I don't know when I'm going to get to it though because I've got a PSP version sitting back there, and Pondering Ghost has been bothering me to play that for over a year now, so I need to get on that one first, but I will check that out eventually. Last one, PlayStation 2 strategy RPG, and it is Front Mission 4. I don't actually know much about this. Dustin Christ said it was a solid entry in the series, so yeah. So yeah, I think it'll be a good game, and looking forward to playing it someday. And then, there was a bonus in the box. If you ordered from the site, you got this cool Final Fantasy lanyard. You can see a bunch of different characters on there. I don't know how well that's showing up. It's kind of dark in here today. Then it says Square Enix Online Store on the back. I'm going to see if I can wear this at work. If not, I will wear it to the Midwest Gaming Classic. Alright, and then the last game I got was from Gameremporium. He was selling off some Wii games because he had some personal things he had to take care of. I'm not going to get into that here. But he had this game, and this game used to be really expensive, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, so I did not want to pay the, $90, $100 that it was going for. So, I waited for the price to drop, and then he had it, and it was at a great price, and that is, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles. And I'm about 12 hours into this game so far, and I absolutely love it. The combat is like turn-based, but it feels real-time, kind of like how Final Fantasy XII did it. But it's much better in this game. I like the fact that when you do quests, like most of the time you don't even have to return to the person to complete the quest, which is really nice. You just get the item and it automatically, awards you experience and items and everything. So that's really nice. I really love the story, love the characters, love the world, and as many have said before, it's pretty amazing what they did with the Wii hardware. And just being able to see forever, and like how is the Wii outputting this? Yeah, but I will definitely be sinking a lot more time into this. It's kind of been hard for me to put down. And the last item, which is the smallest item, but probably the coolest one that I got, and something I've wanted for a really long time, and as a PlayStation collector, it's something that I absolutely have to have, and that is the Pocketstation. It does need a battery. The old one, the one in there was old, so it didn't power up. I was tempted to take the battery out of my Saturn just to test it out, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this. I will be using this for Final Fantasy VIII because I know you can power up your Chocobo summons with this. There's also a Mog summon that you can acquire with this, and I think there's something else, maybe with the Moomba. I don't know. But yeah, I am looking forward to messing around with this. And from what I hear, they actually put Pocketstation games on the Vita, at least in Japan, so I thought that was interesting. But yeah, that'll do it. That's all my pickups for the last few weeks. There probably will not be any more videos until after the Midwest Gaming Classic now. I've got a lot of stuff to prepare. I got 3 systems to build. I want to disable the lockout chips in all of them, so there's no flashing light issues or anything. And hopefully I want to squeeze some gameplay time in there too. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. So I will see you guys after the Midwest Gaming Classic. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.